viewing your requests and responses. So to view any sort of request and response, you're going to need a modern browser. I recommend Chrome or Firefox for this. And then I'm going to demonstrate in just a second how I can see all the responses from a website like google.com. So you're going to want to pay close attention because you'll be trying this in the next video. So I'm just going to get out of this and go over to google.com. And so this is just the regular Google website. And what I can do is right click, go to inspect. And you're going to see these options in here. Now yours might be a light color mode. So I've got dark mode on, and this might actually show up on the right side or the left side, but either way, you're going to see sort of these options here. For us, we're going to want to go over to the network tab, and we're not going to see anything in here. And I have mine filtered by CSS already. Let's go ahead and filter that by all. And if you don't see anything, that's totally fine. This is going to process all the requests that are coming in right now from the time you open this to any time you close it. So let's go ahead and just click refresh, and we can see all these requests were coming in. And so there's a lot of different things in here. We have a document, which is HTML. We've got a PNG, that's an image. WebP, that's also an image. We have a plain text one in here. We've got a text HTML. We've got a script in here as well. We've got all sorts of stuff that we can see. And maybe what I'll do is I'll just make this a touch bigger. So if we wanted to see an image, we could right click and then go to open in new tab. And that's the image that it loaded. So we now know that Google made a request for its own logo. Let's take a look at another one here. Right click, open in a new tab. And this is what's called a sprite. So it's one big image with all these little symbols in it. And then it uses CSS to sort of display the images, like just a particular part of it. So like just the notification sign. Now the benefit to doing this is it's making one request for the image instead of making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I don't know, 20, 25 requests for all these different images. It just has to do the one. And so that's significantly faster. And that's how Google loads so fast, is it really optimizes these request response life cycles. Now you can also filter by JavaScript. So let's see what happens when I type in here, KALOB. And you can see in here that it's doing a search for Q is equal to K, Q is equal to KA, Q is equal to KAL. And as it types, it makes a new request every single time. Now this is all JavaScript. This is not your browser. This is JavaScript doing this. And this is using a thing called Ajax, or the Fetch JavaScript API. If you don't know what those are, that's honestly okay. We can look at just JavaScript requests. So these are the files that we requested from JavaScript. We didn't request any CSS at the moment. I don't know why that doesn't seem right. I guess there's no CSS in there. That probably means if we go into here, right click and view page source, we're going to see all the CSS in here. And there it is. All the CSS is in the page. So it wasn't loading any CSS files. It came with the HTML document. Interesting. We can also see all the different images, medias, fonts, documents, WebSockets, manifests, all these other things. Now we can also see, if I just go back to all, how long it took to get, what the file size is. We can filter by the file size here. We can see the biggest file here was the document itself. That's the entire page. It was about 61 kilobytes and it took 140 milliseconds to get. And again, the idea here is that I went to google.com. Google.com is going to point to some form of IP address. That's going to connect to some server that they have. That server is then going to say, oh, okay, well, serve this HTML document and serve all these other assets with it as well. And so essentially, I asked for a bunch of information. I didn't even know I was going to be asking for all of this, but I asked for a bunch of information from Google. Google determined what information it needed to give me, and then as a response said, here, have all of these files in here. And that effectively is how you view your requests and your responses. Again, you don't need to use Google Chrome. I was just using Chrome because that's the tool that I like to use when I'm doing things like this. But you can also use Firefox, Safari, Edge. Really any browser will be able to do this.